Education. We have been around since 2006, and over the last 14 years, we have actually have offices in 14 different countries. So our mission and vision, our vision is actually to be a leading and reputable migration and relocation provider in Asia Pacific, and recognized for our professionalism and service excellence. And the mission is to achieve client migration and relocation goal through our specialized and dedicated team. So our values are push, each standing for represent different things. So I mean, for us, we don't really like to be pushed to do things, but I think under migration, you always need someone to be there to help you with all your efforts, all the paperwork, the documentation. You know, even for IELTS, the test itself, you do need someone there to push you to go through all those things. So yeah, so our values are push. So this is our presence overseas. We have in Beijing, Shanghai, Hong Kong, Hanoi, Manila, Kuala Lumpur, Singapore, Phnom Penh, and Yangon. So aims in 2020, we have about 300 migration professionals throughout the 14 companies, 14 offices. We do migration to about 20 over destination countries, and we have helped over 18,000 families to migrate. So this is these are all the countries that we provide migration to. Okay. So yeah, today we'll be focusing on Canada. All right. So our services are not just skilled migration. We do provide investors student visas if you are looking over to go on a diploma, degree, or masters. Corporate relocation for companies, citizenship to Europe countries, family visas, employer sponsorship, and also entrepreneur if you are looking to start your businesses, not just in Singapore, but somewhere else in other countries. So why choose AIM? We provide full spectrum of services, like I mentioned earlier on. We have a dedicated consultant that will be tied to you and also be helping you throughout your entire journey with us. So professional advice, we keep ourselves up to date on most of the news that's online, and also we have offices across Asia. So we do have offices in Australia as well, right? So for our migration to Canada, it's fully licensed, and we have a lawyer that's helping us with this. She's under the Quebec bar. Her name is Sue Kang, right? So for Canada, I think jumping straight into that, I think Canada has been one of the most livable cities throughout times. You know, they have three cities that's actually in the top 10 spots, mainly Toronto, Calgary, and also Vancouver. Those probably you see like where people go and study over there. So this survey actually rates city worldwide in 5 general categories: stability, healthcare, culture, environment, education, and infrastructure. Right? So why Canada in the first place? So I think one of the things that you go for, I think, is the scenery. Right? I think most of the places, some of the movies also shot in Canada. High quality of education. I think in a survey that they did, I think almost 50% of Canadians, they're actually graduates, degree graduates. So yeah, the quality of education is pretty high there. We have free world-class medical service as well. So if you are a PR or a citizen over in Canada, you actually get free healthcare throughout. So cost of living as well. I think for a car over there, it probably costs you less than 30,000, and for a bungalow or for a house, that is like in Singapore, it probably costs you 3 million to buy a bungalow, right, or a semi-D. But over there, it probably take you about 318,000. So it's almost 1/10 of the price. Right. So why Canada? Why we provide migration to Canada? The jobs in Canada that they are trying to desperately to fill up. There's almost 430,000 vacant jobs over there. Okay. So for eligibility, we will be doing a points test for you, and what it does, there's a selection factor as follows: age, education, your English proficiency, or if you speak French, work experience, arranged employment in Canada already, and adaptability. Adaptability are something like maybe you have family members living there, or you have arranged job. So the passing mark is 67. So this test, after we'll break out into smaller groups, the consultant will actually be helping you guys with all these tests, right? So the Canada Express entry, you have to be above 18 years old. You need to have at least one continuous work, full-time, paid also, in a skill occupation that is under the listing O, A, or B, right? The main applicant must score at least all 6 in IELTS, and we're talking about IELTS general, not academic. If you have went overseas to study, usually you have to take IELTS academic, but for this time round, it's just academic. It's just IELTS general. All right. The main applicant has to have at least a high school diploma as well, and also the dependent and himself, if he's bringing any dependent, he will need to do a medical clearance and police clearance. And yeah, lastly, like I mentioned, the main applicant has to have more than 67 points for the eligibility test. Right. So for Canada, it's a bit special. There's another test that's coming up. For this one, it's just testing on eligibility. The other test will actually see what your rankings are in terms of the score. With all the points that's out there, the higher your score is, the higher your chances are. So the next one is actually a comprehensive ranking system. This, like I mentioned, they take all your basic human factors in, right? This one, they'll deep dive a little bit into it, where they'll go into age, level of education, your Canadian work experience, if any. And if you are moving as a couple, your partner would now then be able to help you with points. Like for example, in the education, and how well she speaks English, and if she works in Canada as well. Okay, so for post-secondary credentials as well, if let's say on top of your English proficiency, you'll take into another two factor in to see which one you're able to score more, right? Additional points you might be able to get brothers and sisters living in Canada. If you speak French, and also lastly, arrange employment. So you do see here there's a 600 points over there that it goes for probation nomination program. This is actually a program that allows you to go over there with additional points. But however, you have to stay in the province that actually sponsored you at this point. More on this program, our consultant will actually go through with you in the breakout. Right. So the whole flow, when you engage us, we will help you with the education assessment to qualify where you stand in terms of your qualification, and then apply for the express entry. And then if you need to, if your points are a little bit too low, and you do need that 600 points to get you a little bit off to pass the cutoff points, we will submit the probation nomination program for you as well. And once you receive your ITA, we will lodge a visa application and also help you with all the paperwork that's necessary. Right? Yeah, so this is what you will get once you have a successful application with us. This is a visa. This is a confirmation of the permanent residency. Okay. So in Canada has one of the most powerful passports actually, with 171 countries visa-free travel. And also, to be a Canadian citizen, I think this is the one that has the lowest requirements of all. Some countries you need to stay 4 years, you need to stay 9 years for Greece, but for Canada, you only need to stay 3 years before you're able to apply for citizenship. Right? So yeah, I've probably come to the end. So any questions from the floor? No? If not, then probably after this, our consultant will be with you guys to go through a one-on-one consultation with you all. All right, thank you very much. Yeah, don't forget to like our Facebook page, like our Instagram, like our LinkedIn, and then go to our website and talk to us more often. Okay? All right, thank you so much. Have a good day. So we'll be calling out your names, consultant by consultant. So once you get your name, just follow the consultant. All right? Thank you so much.